Silence. Imagine waking up every morning to complete silence. That is what Matt Ricker goes through. Matt Ricker was born June 5th, 1996, with the ability to hear. It all changed in 1999 when Matt was 2.5 years old and was diagnosed with bacterial meningitis, which led to Matt obtaining profound bilateral hearing loss, which means he's deaf in both ears. Thankfully, Matt was able to receive a cochlear implant on his left ear, which gives him the ability to hear. So Matt, how have you coped with your diagnosis?
Well, as a young child, I was mainstreamed in elementary school, middle school, high school, throughout my whole, regular school years. And mainstream, that means that I was placed in a regular classroom with everyone else, with the exception that I would be placed in like a separate classroom for a few hours a day, just to have a teacher, had to help me with anything that I needed. So it was almost like a one-on-one tutoring.
So how did that, make you feel?
Yeah, at first I was kind of upset about it, because I was like, why do I have to leave all my friends and be put in, a different classroom? And that was my reaction at first, because as a younger child, you don't know anything really. So, but then as I grew older, I started to appreciate it more, and I thought one day, this is really helping me, because I was getting good grades, and anything that I needed help with, that teacher in that separate classroom would help me with anything that I needed. So it really benefited me even to this day.
How was the recovery process, being so young?
Okay, since I was so young, as you can imagine, I don't remember a thing. Not even, obviously not the operation. But once the operation was performed, they had to give my body a chance to heal and to recover from the meningitis and everything else. So they waited 2 weeks to turn on my device. Because as I said, the healing needed to take place of my skin and everything. But then after it was turned on, I had to basically start from scratch. I had to relearn how to talk, relearn how to listen, because up to 2.5, I knew pretty much how to talk. So after it was turned on, I had to receive speech therapy. So for several years while I was in elementary school, I would go to the Center for Hearing and Communication in Manhattan, and it was formerly known as the League. I would just go there about 2 or 3 times a week and have individual speech sessions, group speech sessions with other kids that had implants and hearing aids. So I had some interaction with other kids, which was good. And then after the speech therapy was stopped, then I received speech therapy for a few years, for a few times a week in elementary school, but not as advanced as I had it when I went to the Center for Hearing and Communication. But they have basically turned my whole life around, because they helped me relearn how to talk, and it benefited me for the better.
Were you ever picked on or bullied because you were different?
Occasionally, like middle school, where there was a kid that would kind of try to take my device off my ear, and that kind of made me angry, because what's the reason for that? That it's, why take it off someone's ear? I mean, what are they going to get from that? But I got through that. I eventually advocated for myself
Besides using the device to hear, have you learned any other tactics or sign language, lip reading?
Yes, I haven't learned sign language because when I was diagnosed with all of this, there was really no time for me to be taught, and I was so young as well, so sign language wasn't really much of an option. But I have developed lip reading. So even as you're talking to me now, asking me these questions, even though I have the device on my ear, I still lip read, and that's with any conversation that I have. It's just automatic, you know. It helps me it helps me in case I can't hear, you know, if I miss what you said, then that will help me.
All the things you're involved in, which one is your greatest accomplishment, or you are the most proud of?
I'm most proud of getting involved with ICTV and then being elected to Vice President of Communications for my sophomore year. Because, you know, I started as a reporter, and I still do reporting, but I was just glad to be elected to the e-board at the end of last year, so that was a big accomplishment. Another one that I liked was giving tours, you know, to prospective students and their families, because, you know, I do remember that process going through, you know, trying to decide a college, so I wanted to give back as much as I can, and, you know, even going from college to college, seeing other tour guides give tours, you know, it kind of inspired me, because I like doing that stuff. I like showcasing the school and telling them all about it.
Even with Matt's disability, not being able to hear, he does not let that stop him. He is an individual who is a go-getter and is making the best of his opportunities and proving to everyone that no matter your disability, you can still be successful.